Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you for everybody who's downloaded my template and is eager to build these beer hats and etc. You know, whatever kind of hat on your own and using my template to do it. I do want to note that there is a file in that zip file called custom SVGs, and it's going to contain some of these crazy looking shapes that may not make any sense to you. And the reason they're in there is for you to create your own design, because these cut files are for these particular shapes that are just parts of the template that are broken down into these squares and triangles. So if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette or something like that, or a die machine, laser cutter, and you can cut out something like this. This is just I would say it's not really acrylic. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just a piece of plastic, and I like to use it because I can see through it and I can see what's underneath, and I can kind of chase labels around and make sure that what I'm choosing to put on the side panel is visible like that. And this is obviously what I would call the top, the crown top, and it kind of fits in that square just like that. So that's why I've included those cut files, so that you can do something more than just a beer box. You can take any kind of box and create your own hat using these little cut files by transferring that label onto the template using a spray adhesive or something like that. Will work perfect. So now I'm going to point out is that since you are taking a box and cutting it up, you're going to have open wounds, I like to call them, or edges where the hat bends. And what I have done is I've created these little strips. That's very hard to see because of the light, but they're just little, probably 1 centimeter strips of it's laminate, this Scotch laminate, and I put one line here and one line there. Sometimes this is not even a cut, so if it's not cut, then don't worry about it. But if you have cut your box, I would definitely put one right here and put one here. And then when I seal it with my laminate on top of that, it adds extra reinforcement for this hinge, because the hat is actually going to bend on that point, and one layer of laminate is not going to be strong enough to support that amount of friction and force as it's bending. So that's why I put these little tabs here to reinforce that bend, and when you're folding your hat down, it's going to keep the laminate from snapping. Because if it snaps, then you've ruined your work, and you don't want to have to just scrap the whole project or even attempt to peel the laminate, because it's probably not going to come up. So that is the explanation for what these shapes are in it's called a custom SVG cut file, is what I've included in the package. And there's also some cut files for the brim, so you can have a Cricut machine cut all that stuff out. Obviously, unless you have the larger one that cuts something more than 12 inches, you'll have to divide it up like I did. I cut a bottom half and then I cut a top half and just taped them together, which will work fine, because I'm obviously going to go on top of that with another label, and it's just going to add the reinforcement to those seams. So it's okay to tape them together. But yeah, I want to share that information with you guys. If you downloaded my template and you see that file in there, this is exactly what it's for. So you can take these templates and put it on different parts of the box, cut around them like a cookie cutter, and then just put them back on the template. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was some good information, and we'll see you on the next video.